This is American CEO Predictions, and I'm back with a new video. Today, we are looking at this. We are proving that Harris is losing Biden 2020 voters, and Trump is actually getting some Biden 2020 voters in 2024. Now, Harris has seen a bump in the polls. That's not. You can't twist that any way you want. It's a fact. Harris is doing better than Joe Biden, but probably mostly with like black women in the state like Georgia. But she's not gonna do. I think she'll do worse with Biden with white working class voters. Now again, it could be wrong. That could be wrong, but it just isn't looking like Harris is really like. I kind of feel like Harris is like in a Hillary situation right now. I mean, she's still up in the polls, but barely though. She isn't like doing like a Joe Biden right now. And I'm gonna look at this survey right here for it's this one poll source, but I think it gives a good explanation to that voters are sticking with Trump. It looks like. So you see this poll right here in 2020. They asked this survey of pollers. Biden was up by 4.7 in this poll, and I know party registration matters, but I think this is a lot more important because this actually shows legit who the voters actually voted for in 2020, and I think this is way more saying who they voted for in 2020 is way more accurate than when you just do it by party registration. However, you can look at, but however, now, Harris is only at 47.2, the Trump's 45.9. So basically, Harris is still up, but it's nothing compared to what he was up against Biden. Like, literally, Harris is getting less votes than Biden in this poll. And now it was at 488, now it's down to 472. That might not sound like a lot, though, but it is. And Trump went from 441 to 459. So Trump is literally doing better than he is in 2020. And this theory that Trump's going to somehow do worse than he did in 2020 is bullshit. I think this proves it right here, exactly. And Trump can be down by one and still win. I mean, it's not a cope. Like, same thing happened with Hillary. And I know there's these people that think that Trump is going to do better in states like New York and California a lot. But Harris will actually win the swing states. I mean, that's possible, but it doesn't really make sense because I thought they'd also be moving all the states like Florida as well. But I think Trump does do better in New York. I don't know about California. He might do like a point better in California than he did in 2020. But I think the main thing is that Harris is losing Biden 2020 voters, and Trump is getting voters that back Biden in 2020. That's what matters. He gained 18 votes with this group share. And Harris lost like 16 votes. So maybe a few of these undecideds that didn't that voted for another candidate might have went with Trump. Now, like one or two of those voters, but you can see Trump lost nothing from 2020 and is in fact gaining votes. Harris is losing votes from when Joe Biden ran, and really showing. It's really starting to show. So this theory that it's over for Trump, it's anyone's game, honestly. And even with the Harris surge, some Biden 2020 voters are still going to be voting for Trump in 2024. It doesn't really Harris is trying to do everything in the book. In fact, even starting to flip-flop on ideas and saying, "Oh, I'm for no tax on tips," which, first of all, Trump came up with anyway. And same thing with, I'm going to crack down the border. Like, she doesn't really know what to run on, so she just copies what Trump's plans are. this is proof that Harris is just doing this just so she could do well with votes, and it's not working out. And even some Biden 2020 voters aren't buying it, and they're voting for Trump. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. American Seagull Predictions out.